The Honourable David Parker.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance. Does he agree that, but for the strategic asset test introduced by Labor, any overseas purchaser of a New Zealand business not including sensitive land only has to have money, have run a business, show good character and not be an ineligible individual under the Immigration Act 1987?
Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, no. This test has no bearing on those purchases as it applies only to investments in sensitive land.
The Honourable David Parker.
Supplementary. Does he agree that infrastructure businesses with monopoly characteristics just about always turn a profit and are strategically important to functioning of the wider economy?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, that may be the case, but I suggest the member go and review the legislation, which I think he might have been in charge of before, because the strategic asset test applies to land, not to businesses. It applies to sensitive land, not to businesses.
The Honourable David Parker.
Supplementary. Does the Minister agree that it is important that the government have a discretion to decline the sale of infrastructure assets to overseas owners?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, the government has to apply the law as this Parliament has passed it and as reinforced by regulation. And again, I just recommend the member go and review that law because I'm not sure that he's representing it correctly.
The Honourable David Parker.
Given the conflicting messages that we're getting from the Minister as to loosening the foreign investment rules and from the Prime Minister about tightening them, could the Minister please tell the House whether he intends to loosen foreign investment rules or tighten them?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, what we have said publicly is that we have been reviewing them with the intent of ensuring that New Zealanders are able to feel that those things they think are important about New Zealand are protected on the one hand, but on the other hand accepting the reality that in order to have jobs and incomes in New Zealand, we do need to have foreign investment.
Question number 12, Chris Lochinvold.